Deepak, do you want to talk a little bit about the difference between tri-party and third party and CSDR?
Yeah, so I cut this kind of two ways. So in terms of types of custodians, you have the bank custodians, so the Bank of New York, Northern Trust, and so on, and you have the central securities depositories, so Euroclear, Clearstream. So those are kind of the two paths that you can go down. And then the other distinction that you have with custodians relates to the level of service that they're offering. So you have the distinction between third party and tri-party. So and really that distinction being, with tri-party, they do more for you, right? So they will check the numbers, choose the collateral, send it over. With third party, you've got to do a bit more of the running and actually give the instructions. And so what we saw with the earlier phases, because you were having daily movements and large amounts moving across, you more often than not saw tri-party services. But actually, as we work through the phases, we are seeing more third-party offerings come in.
Okay. And then just in terms of documents, so do you want to talk a little bit maybe about the CSDs and on what documents they?
Yeah, so again, if you look at Euroclear and Clearstream, the way that they operate is that you need to kind of join their platforms. And so what that means is that you need to sign up to their membership documents, which are standardized documents, but they require you to satisfy certain criteria. And so again, one of the things that we have seen as we work through the phases is that it just becomes harder for the firms coming into the later phases to actually either satisfy the criteria or want to satisfy the criteria, because it does require a bit of effort. So that's one of the things that we're seeing. And you have a slightly different approach with the bank custodians, which maybe Will and Doug can talk to.
I was just going to say, sorry, can I just a couple of points, and particularly on the Euroclear, because it is kind of recognised that certain sort of counterparties coming into scope don't satisfy the kind of direct membership criteria, and actually to deal with that, Euroclear has come up with a specific model, the Pledgey Rep model. I think actually ISTA has quite helpfully recently put out a video, which again maybe we can circulate on their behalf. But there's a number of different custodians actually talking about how people can onboard, and so it's not just the case, particularly for Euroclear, if you can't directly, there is an option. But obviously there's these steps to go through. They're very time consuming, and people should do them now. The only other point I just wanted to make, to be clear about to people, is you don't have to have the same custodian. So when obviously, this is a gross exchange, both parties are posting IM, but they don't need to both post to the same custodian, and they don't both need it to be tri-party or third party. So people are sort of clear of that. And actually historically, people have always seemed to kind of say, well, we respect your choice of custodian. We respect that it's better for you to post there. All of the custodians put out segregation opinions. Yeah. You should get them directly from the custodians actually, or ask, your counterparty who's using that custodian to provide it for you. So it's completely margin rule compliant, but often it's the preference, and there are reasons why. I don't know if you just want to.